Well, it's dark. Where did we leave off again? That's right, we were in our cave. We have all sorts of everything. That's right, we got into the Aurora Hatch, and we got food and all sorts of other great things out of there, and now we are slightly overburdened, aren't we? Let's have some of this wolf meat. It's what's for breakfast. Oh, I like wolf meat. Wolf meat is wonderful, but we're going to leave it behind. I don't want to smell like wolf while we're trekking across the desert. The desert of the Rio. Alright, I'll take one piece and then that last little scrap of it there. That's fine. So all of this will stay here. I think technically this whole area is still counted as quote-unquote outside. So everything should be okay. We are no longer burdened. We'll just have to leave that one poor wolf outside. It is time to return to our home at Mystery Lake. And we still have to check out cabin number 1. I am hoping we don't find like some horrible grisly murder thing in there or something. There hasn't been a lot of that. But, you know, with these convicts wandering around, you have no idea what's going to happen. Did we bring a bedroll? We sure did. Does not look like we have any prey smell on us. No delicious smell of raw meat to bring the wolves coming. Now if we look at our map, we've never tried this kind of overland route. So some would say, why mess with success? I say, we're never coming back here, so we might as well check it out. I'd feel a little better if we had some coffee, but look, it's clearly past the end of the world. Coffee is in shorter supply than we would like. All the more reason to go home. Because we still have coffee, we still have delicious herbal tea, all kinds of stuff. We just have to get there. That leads nowhere. There has to be a nice way down, right? This is a maple sapling. And a ravaged deer carcass. I didn't know that was here. Or a backpack. Nothing. Nice burned out campfire. Should we ever decide that we needed to do anything, we are going to, have to Skyrim our way down this way. We got a billy goat down on it on our butts. Oof. I'm amazed. I'm really amazed. I thought our leg was gonna fold in half like a chair. I guess I should be glad those kinds of gruesome imagery and injuries are not in the game. It's not that we've ever found. You got a sprain. Wolf bites can be pretty nasty. You might get mauled to death by a bear, but we're never gonna look down and see, like, our femur sticking out of our leg. Plenty of mushrooms. Should we ever come back this way in, say, a survival challenge, we'll know. Oh, is this a cave? It's a cave. Let's hope for not bears. Please don't have a bear in here. That's really all I'm asking for, is to please not have a bear in here. Okay. No bear. Doesn't look like any cached supplies or anything. It's just a nice place to get out of the wind. I haven't spent a lot of time looking things up. We're trying to play this as blind as possible, but I did hit the wiki. I was curious. There is a skill system, just does not appear to be present in this. Like, if we make enough tea, for instance, our cooking goes up. If we light enough fires, our fire making skill gets better. If we run enough, we will get stamina benefits to running, where it doesn't take us much. None of that is present in this, though, so glad to know it's there. But a little disappointing that it's not something we can take advantage of here. It would certainly make the times where we are trying to pass time a little more productive. Less just sitting there and resting, and more of actually having something to do. There are skill books that we can read, which is nice. Kind of helps us along. I don't know how big of a benefit they give us, if it's a temporary buff, or if it just improves our skill, or what. But they exist and they take time to read. Reminds me of Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead, if any of you have played that. Or if any of you have been around and watched me stream that. Let's have a little water here. One of the things I've learned, one of the things I've started to really embrace about this is there's no point in carrying your food or water. It's just like Dune, the best place for health and food and water and everything is inside of your body. Okay. There's a dead deer of some sort, and I think I heard a wolf. Ah, there's a living deer. I think I heard a wolf. So let's keep an eye out for him. Okay, that's just wind sounds. I thought I heard something that sounded like a snort coming after us. Which would be terrifying because that would be a bear sound, not a wolf sound. Not that wolves aren't terrifying, but we've only dealt with one bear, and we were supposed to. I'm ready to go against some other bear that's out here. I really am. But I want it to be on my terms, not their terms. It means being up on top of a rock ledge where I know he can't get to me while I shoot him in the head, or something along those lines. Perching myself behind... well, not too far behind a tree. Remember that time that we tried to kind of shoot around one and clipped it anyway. So long, forlorn muskeg. We move on. Back to our home away from home. A bit past midday. I would really like to get home. Drop off some things. It's possible that we could see a second aurora. And that would be what we need to get through the dam. But I'm real curious as to what's in cabin number 1. So we will be going there. Unless we just get to pure whiteout conditions, that is our plan. I don't know if we'll be able to make it from there back up to the dam. We should be able to if we follow the railroad tracks. They all have lights, I've noticed. So long as we can get back to our cabin by nightfall, if there's an aurora, which hopefully will give us a little advance notice on. Something like, look at all the colors before nighttime even fully falls. We will have our 2 flashlights and we will be able to move from pool of light to pool of light, hopefully avoiding all the tundra wolves and fearing the even theoretical existence of aurora bears. Can you imagine? Green, glowing grizzly bears bearing down on us at night? Mm-mm. No, thank you. I'll just hide in my cabin. We have at least some things that we need to do here. We have to check on our experiment. Absolutely, let's go check on our experiment. I forgot to get that while we were outside. Let's grab that Summit soda, the peanut butter, and these were within 1% of the other one. I think we put both of the worst ones outside. So let's compare food here. All right, peanut butter, 27%. 27%, that did not seem to make any sort of a difference at all. Summit soda did not make any difference. Okay, so storing them inside versus outside, no difference. And we do have some water in here, that's great. We have all these terrible quality MREs, and we are going to load them in here, because we don't need to carry that stuff on us. I do want to carry some food here. But before we do any of that, give me the coffee. And give me... That's not great quality. Herbal tea seems a little used up. 44%. 71. There we go. That's the one we want. I'll take one of these accelerants. Alright. Tea's good. Let's run upstairs here. I'm tempted to make the wolfskin coat. But I don't know if we are going to or not. We need the cured rabbit belt in order to be able to cure our hat. Gotta fix it. And I want to see if I left an extra flare gun up here. I think it's still in the dam. I think it's in the container in the dam. We're going to grab our whetstone. We'll use the other one completely up. We've got a little bit of freedom when it comes to weight. So, 17 rifle rounds. I left all of that here. Oh my god. Well, let's take them with us. There's a chance that we're not coming back. Small chance. What am I saying? We're coming back. Well, if we're coming back, then we should be putting stuff back away, shouldn't we? Alright, what is our heaviest stuff? Show me heaviest items here. The rifle by far, the storm lantern, the hatchet, we can't get rid of that. Clothing that we're wearing, not a problem. I'm not willing to put away some of this rifle ammunition. Let's do the firewood. Firewood's gone. Rose hips. I want to prepare all that, but I don't want to do it right now. We'll eat the meat. Peanut butter's not in great condition. We can ditch it. A lot of stuff. And a lot of redundant medicine. We gotta put some of that medicine up. We gotta be quick about this. You know what? I say we've gotta be quick about this. What we actually have to do, and there's no way around this, we've got to start a fire. And we've got to make some coffee. We need it. We're gonna just use some accelerant, and that's fine. Two hours, 51 minutes. Absolutely fine. Cook. Tin of coffee. Alright. We'll not waste our time here. While it's making coffee, we'll put up all that surplus medicine. It's a thing that we'll probably grab on our way back, but who knows what we're going to get out of that last one, right? I want a little spare space so that we can take things or leave things. We're going to ditch the food here. Food that we're not going to eat. We'll say hello to potable water. And goodbye to the peanut butter. We've got about 5 kilos to take back with us. That is absolutely fine. We'll even have a little bit of food while we're waiting. Let's have the rest of that wolf meat. Delicious wolf meat. It's hard not to enjoy that, really. Alright, and we will cook one more tin of coffee. And we will drink it immediately. Okay. Hydration, bonus energy. We're getting a little late in the day, but we're just going to book it across the lake. Open that last cabin. And believe me, when I say book it across the lake, I mean we are actually going to try running. Not the whole way. That would be silly. Interesting thing is that the muskeg has all these patches of fragile ice, right? We get the thin ice warning, we get soaked, presumably, if we don't get out of there on time. Not so with Mystery Lake. I suspect that there's a little bit of heat that comes from the decay of all the organic matter that drifts down and all that other kind of stuff. Or maybe the water is slightly brackish and briny. If that's the case, it would freeze at a lower temperature. I'm not sold that that's the case, because one, it doesn't generate heat. It just slows it down. And two, we've seen temperatures as low as -20, -30. I mean, it's nice right now out here on the lake, but we've absolutely seen temperatures that are so cold that the amount of salt probably wouldn't matter. There's no way that it would matter anyway, unless, oh, there's the wolves, great. You stay over there, I'll stay over here. No way it would matter and have the water still be drinkable, that's for sure. Alright, we've been in those two cabins. I think we were in that cabin with the wolves. We're gonna check this last one, just real quick. Watch us find another hunting knife. 2 knives out here on the lake. That would be pretty funny. After going that entire episode and every time, all that other time without finding anything like it. Empty. Well, empty would probably be even funnier, wouldn't it? Pork and beans.
Hope I can still eat this.
You know what? It's not in great condition. I'm not interested in eating it. Just put it there. Nope, nope, cancel. I guess I picked up the banged up pork and beans. I don't want it, though. You know what? We'll carry it. It's fine. We gotta get indoors. Hopefully this is cabin number 1. I'm suddenly very aware that there's a cave over there. And I've become concerned that there could be bears around here. You should always be concerned about bears. Okay, cabin number 1. We can always drop the pork and beans in here. Okay, yeah, we'll just drop it on the ground. That's fine. Goodbye. Pork and beans. You're banged up and dented, and I am concerned that you're not safe to eat.
Is it food or?
So I wonder if everything is becoming worse quality because the game is continuing on. 31%, 30%. Or are we just in a place where that's not great? The History of the Collapse, Part 4. Cut off from the mainland, economically and figuratively, Great Bear Islanders became increasingly segregated into 2 pseudo-political entities along ideological lines. Those who gratefully embraced the dependence on the mainland and viewed the regular supply ships as a charitable gesture and apology for the mainland's exploitation of Great Bear's resource riches, and those who sought the ultimate independence and considered trade and travel between the mainland to be a necessary evil, viewing mainlanders with a degree of mistrust. Those in support of the mainlanders considered small-scale victory garden-type activities as a sign of lacking patriotism, a concept that hadn't really existed as such in the Canadian mindset pre-collapse. Radio, which does not work. Yeah, the food's not in great condition. I'm a little concerned.
Could end up being useful.
Another Kowichian sweater. Climbing socks. Those are very lightweight. I guess we'll take them. If we get our other ones destroyed, it would be a shame. Flare shells. Absolutely. Thank you. Nice pair of insulated boots. Highly waterproof boots. We haven't seen these before, but they're heavy. We'll just leave it be. A good quality fire striker. More ammo.
That'll come in handy.
Ragged t-shirt. Absolutely will not come in handy. I don't know what we were thinking, but that's not going to come in handy for anybody. All right. Time's getting low. He hasn't said anything at all about the lights yet. Let's have a little bit of food. Let's have a little bit to drink. We never drank the coffee? I thought I drank the coffee. No, we had to have drank the coffee. Why do we have 2 coffees? Why do we have 2 coffees? We didn't finish drinking it, that's why. Our thirst was not enough to let us finish it. We probably got one of the buffs now? Yeah, we got the fatigue reduced. You apparently get 1 buff when you start and 1 buff when you finish. So if you don't finish... Like, we got the warming up one, and this is fatigue reduced. That's kind of interesting. If you timed it just right, you could split the buffs apart. I don't know to what end, though. Alright, we're going to avoid that last one. I don't see any point in getting that close to the wolves. Pretty sure we've been in it anyway. $58 rounds of ammunition. Is that right? 58? No, we have 58 plus the rounds that we have in the rifle, which is 10 rounds in the rifle. We have 68 rounds of ammunition. It's just a ludicrous amount of ammunition. But maybe that's the thing. Maybe the food petering out is part of it. Maybe we will have to rely on hunting to really make our food before too long. Something to look forward to in the future. I can imagine playing an episode where there's just no surviving food. There are no old world medicines. We have to harvest. We have to live off the land. Probably not sustainable, ultimately, because we'd still need cloth, which we can't get in any other way. We would have to find bandages or old clothing. But I guess you get the same amount of cloth from a t-shirt at 100% and a t-shirt at 2%. I don't think we're going to have an Aurora night tonight. We haven't said anything about it yet, but if we don't, this will be our night to repair things, cook some supplies, and haul everything up so that we can live in the trailers until we can get into the dam. If there is, we're going to have to book it. We're going to have to go quick. Because what I don't want to do is sit around here for days and days and days. Yeah, our fire's still going. That's good, actually. Grab that coal. There we are. That'll last a bit longer. Cook some more coffee. And, do we need a workbench to fix our rabbit skin hat, or can we just do it? Repair. We need cured gut, but we don't need that. Alright, we should have cured gut upstairs. grab another rabbit pelt just in case it takes more than one. Mostly I just want to make sure to get everything completely burdened. I don't really want to take any, like, repair items with us or anything when we go. I don't think that's necessary. We do a pretty good job of finding stuff on its own. Alright, let's start another coffee. It only takes 25 minutes to repair this. More coffee. I need more potable water to do that. Alright, well, then cook some more water. Okay, so we got that back up to 100%. Let's go outside and see if there's any indication at all that we might have an aurora in the sky. Not dark enough, but I don't see some of that telltale green glow that we usually start to see before it happens. So we'll spend some time getting everything ready here tonight. And then we will carry all of our loot and try and make it to the trailers, where we will live until such time as we can get into the dam. That's a plan, right?
It will lead you back to me.